Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to the 2010 FIFA World Cup South Africa run with Oman. We're in part 2 of qualifying, and if you didn't watch the first part, I highly recommend that you watch the first part because you won't know where we're at. This is our group: Australia, Thailand, Turkmenistan and Saudi Arabia. So a little bit of a difficult group in terms of Australia and Saudi Arabia. Could hand Oman some L's over the course of the qualifying campaign. Thailand we already know all about since we played them in the last video, and Turkmenistan, they are a one-star team, but you know, they could still be like threatening. And before we start this run with Oman, it's still on legendary difficulty. It always is, because it is the best way to play these qualifying runs. Oman have been really good in terms of scoring goals in the entire run so far. I'm fairly sure that 2 players on my side already have 8 goals, so that's 16 goals between them. I also just want to say thank you so much for still watching these runs. I know a load of you still enjoy them despite the fact that it's still not a World Cup year, and it won't be for another, well, 3 more years or so. So yeah, if you've got any requests, then put them in. But like I've said in the past, there's no rush. There's no rush for the request, you know. You can put it in and I'll acknowledge it, and I'll do it at some point in the year or so. I don't know when. Up to Al Hosni. Down to Jimmy. Come on. Oh, good save. And oh, could have got the rebound, but the Thailand keeper collects it. Through ball. And here come Thailand trying to press through, but no good defending. We're approaching half time. No real proper shots just yet. Maybe just like the one from Oman, and we could get another one here if we play it right. Yes, it's a goal, and that is 1-0 to Oman just before the stroke of half time. And away from home against Thailand, we have got the goal that we wanted. That's another one to add to this guy's collection. Dorbeen over the top here. Can we get it? Almost messed that up. Oh, back to you. That was really good play, but there's a penalty. The goalkeeper hacked me out, and I would have been fine with just scoring the goal, ref. I would have been fine. But now, the Thailand goalkeeper has been sent off just before half-time, and very unfortunate, really, because, you know, I didn't really mean to do that. I saw him coming out, and I was like, okay, you know, just pass it away. But unfortunately, the Thailand keeper just basically got caught in the whole sort of commotion in the box. So now, will this be 2-0? Yes, finally it is 2-0, even though we already scored. And now Thailand are going to have to play without their main goalkeeper. So as we go into half-time, the score is 2-0 to Oman, as it probably should be, to be honest. But like I said earlier, I feel sorry for Thailand. Go on, over the top. Go on. Oh, beautiful finish, and that is 3-0. We are just walking all over Thailand right now, and Al Hosni has scored to make it 3-0 to Oman. I mean, as it came in here, he controlled it a little bit awkwardly, and I tried to do kind of like a chip shot, but it didn't actually let me. But I'm kind of glad that it didn't do a chip shot. Nothing doing really from Thailand in this one. I don't think they're going to get any goals. Just got slid out there. You better watch out, Thailand. You're already down to 10 men. Al Mukaini. Come on. Is there a chance? It's saved, but yes, we scored. They couldn't get rid of it in time. And that is 4-0. Machahari scores to make it 4-0 to Oman now. This is just a bit embarrassing for Thailand now. To you. Up to you. And go for finesse, and it's just tipped over the bar. Turkmenistan have got 1 goal back against Saudi Arabia. And that's going to be it. Thailand have lost 4-0 against a really, really good Oman. Even with their goalkeeper getting sent off, I think that Oman's form would have been just too much for Thailand. But the sending off definitely helped in that match. Oh, what a strike. I just did that in the training arena. Look, keeper threw it to me. Touches it down, and look at that. That's nice. Our second match is against Australia. We're at home for this one. This will be the biggest test out of Oman's entire qualifying campaign. We haven't played anybody big until now. So how will we fare against Australia? We are in form, but is the form that we collected good enough to beat bigger sides like Australia. Through ball. No, doesn't quite do it. Turkmenistan have gone 1-0 up against Thailand. That's quite interesting because obviously Thailand's goalkeeper is suspended for that match. Here come Australia. They are pressing. We're not quite tackling them properly. They shot and it's gone in. I was about to say they shot. It came off the dude's face and then it deflected back to Tim Cahill, who just puts it into the back of the net. And, well, Australia are 1-0 up through a little bit of fortune. Pushing forward, and Australia body checked me there. How is that not a yellow? You literally injured my guy on the floor. Australia now putting on their best impression of Barcelona with some of the passing they're pulling off. But we're going to pull off our best impression of over-the-top through ball. Ah, oh, come on. It's half-time, and we are 1-0 down to Australia. Not too much of a surprise. Maybe in terms of form, yes. But they are the bigger team. They have better players than us. And they only lead, really, through a stroke of luck. Come on, get in the box, please. Headed out, headed back in, and then back out again. Go for the strike. Oh, I thought that was going to dip. Keep going. They're doing, like, these little tackles that just completely mess my flow up. You know, they'll, like, drag you a little bit, and they'll stop your momentum. So, yeah, it's just one of those games. Got tripped there. And, why did you go back in on yourself? You knew that was coming. Oh, hang on. This could be a chance. And yes! Yes, come on. It's 1-1. And that is Al Hosni with the goal. Very important goal. The Australian defender, I don't know what he was doing. Like, he tried to do something. Like, dribble with it in that position. And we knocked him over. And we're able just to go through and just tap it in, casual as you like. It's 1-1. Just blocked there. This might be a draw, which is good. I'll take a draw in this circumstance, but we can't keep giving away sloppy passes like that. I'll take the draw. I'll take it. We were 1-0 down, and even though we could have won it at the end, I'll definitely take the draw at this stage. Drawing against Australia will help our form a little bit better than beating all these smaller nations in the world. Like, you know, your Thailands and Turkmenistans and stuff. It can only give you so much form. Whether it's like drawing and winning against teams like Australia and Saudi Arabia, definitely is way better. Our third match of the group is against Saudi Arabia away from home. Can Oman do one over on their neighbours? Is this a rivalry or something? Like, I know Oman and Saudi Arabia are pretty close. So, do they like each other? Do they not? I'm not entirely sure. Saudi Arabia are going to be looking to absolutely do me here, especially with poor defending. I can't actually defend against them, and they scored. Yeah, I mean, that was going to happen anyway because we couldn't clear it. Like, twice we tried to clear it, and we just couldn't do it. Loads of deflections, loads of bouncing and stuff like that. That's fine. At least it happened in the 5th minute and not the 90th. Up to you. Up to you. Go on. Off the post. Unlucky. Into the box again, and what a save, and poked in. The slide tackle worked, and the goalkeeper didn't get up in time, and Jimmy, or however you say it, scores to make it 1-1. That was a bit dramatic, wasn't it? Like, we hit the post, and then, you know, the goalkeeper saved it, which was a really good save from the second shot. Because it came in here, and he just about got it, and then I just managed to slide tackle it in. Unlucky Saudi Arabia. Better not let them get onto that. No, good tackle. Oman do have a real chance of qualifying. It's just I'm worried about the second phase of this group stage. You know, when you do the fixtures again. Because the game, for some reason, it does get a tiny bit harder on those matches. I think it does it to, like, make it more interesting. Which is okay, I guess. But not when you're actually, like, you know, in danger of not qualifying. Over the top. Al Hosni. You better get that. Yeah, nice clean take. And that's a goal. That's 2-1. And away from home, we've got 2 goals against Saudi Arabia. Al Hosni continues his scoring streak. He is scoring goals for fun in this group. Great touch there. Able to go through and tap it in. So many people will say, oh, you just do that all the time. It's like, well, of course. It's literally like the only thing you can do on this game. It's very rare that you can score like banging finesse shots on legendary difficulty. Down to you, Dorbeen. Can we get a good cross in the box? There is, and that's a goal! What a volley that was! And Oman are 3-1 up before half-time. It's that man again, Jamie, has scored to make it 3-1, and the cross by Dorbeen was excellent. Found him perfectly. It was like literally lasered onto his boot, and the Saudi keeper couldn't do anything about it. Really good technique on the volley as well. And at half-time, Oman are leading Saudi Arabia by 3-1. Well, they would not be happy in the Saudi stadium in this one, especially with Oman absolutely dominating. He's running and just gets shrugged off the ball. Back to the Saudi keeper, who completely oh, wow, I was about to say he made a massive mistake, but then he saved himself. To you. We're approaching full time. There's only a few minutes to go in this match. Saudi Arabia, despite having a goal, don't really seem like they're going to get another one. And we just scored. That's 4-1. And that's 100% game over. Al Hosni again. This guy's like a cheat code right now. The Oman version of Haaland. Because I just walked through there and just tapped it in. Even on legendary difficulty, a striker like that in red hot form can just do that against a side like Saudi Arabia. It's absolutely nuts. And that's going to be game over. Saudi Arabia beaten by Oman in their own backyard by 4-1. If we continue like this, I think that we'll qualify with no problems. I think we will. As long as the form doesn't dip, then we're good. Fourth match of the group. We are at home to Turkmenistan. A routine victory. On the form they were in, routine. I think they might score. You never know. But routine victory, 100%. I don't think they're going to do much damage in this, but you never know. Like, if we drop an absolute stinker against them, then it will completely shake up the group. 100% would. But if Oman win here, then you've got to think that they are literally a game or two away from actually qualifying for the World Cup. To you. Come on, keep pushing. Yes, you're just too strong, aren't you? You're just way too strong. Good save, but unfortunately the rebound got the better of him. And we scored. It's 1-0. I mean, I'm not going to celebrate that too much because it's a deflection. And against a one-star team, that's just a bit unfortunate. Saudi Arabia are playing Australia right now, and that's a big fixture in the group. It will definitely determine who will come through with Oman as it stands, because Oman are just flying right now. Turkmenistan have been really good defensively, surprisingly, only conceding the 1 goal, whereas Saudi Arabia conceded 3 in the first half. So, yeah, maybe these smaller teams are just a little bit more awkward. Off the bar, unlucky. Through ball, Turkmenistan looking for that equaliser, looking to shake things up in this group, and well, it was close. Al Habsi fumbled it as it came into the box, and that's half time with the surprising scoreline of 1-0 to Oman. Just slightly surprising. Like I said, I didn't want to go too hard on Turkmenistan, but I think that's kind of created a kind of thing where now Turkmenistan are actually trying to get back into the game. Turkmenistan have been probably the best side we've played so far. Oh well, except for Australia, I guess. Yeah, Turkmenistan and Australia, definitely the better sides of the two group opponents that we played. Oh no, really? No! Oh, they just put it over the bar. We got lucky. Oh, free kick to Turkmenistan on the edge of the box. What is going on in this match? It's only 1-0. We haven't even, like, had an attempt on goal for ages. They go for it. Oh, just over. And that's going to be it. We just beat Turkmenistan by only 1-0. Could have been a draw. Could have easily been a 1-1 since Turkmenistan had most of the chances. But still 3 points for Oman, so I'm quite happy. So we're at the halfway stage in this run, and Oman are sat top of the group with 0 losses. Australia are just behind them with 8 points with 0 losses as well, but they have 2 draws. Saudi Arabia have 4 points, Thailand have also got 4 points, and Turkmenistan have 1. So I reckon for Oman, if we win a couple more games, we've done it. We've signed, sealed and delivered qualification, because we're already 6 points clear of Saudi Arabia, who are sat in the playoff position. So it's looking good so far, but it can all change. We still got to play 4 more matches. And if you're interested, that is the other group. Qatar and Japan are leading in that one. Iran, not a good campaign so far. Hong Kong just behind them. And Syria with only 1 point. Also, I'd like to direct your attention to the top goal scorers in the region. It's Al Hosni and Al Ajami. They've got 12 and 11 goals respectively. So that is what, 23 goals between them both. Right, so we're back at home. This time we're against Thailand. This time they won't have their reserve keeper. He's back. The first team goalkeeper is back for this one. Imagine if we got him sent off again. That would be hilarious. I think that's our mission. As well as winning the game, I think we need to get the man sent off. Thailand are going to want revenge for what happened in the first match. Turkmenistan are 1-0 up over Saudi Arabia. So, a bit surprising. I'm trying to get past him, and he tried to header it away. And yes, what a strike that was. And that is 1-0. And was that Al Hosni again? Yeah, he just keeps scoring. He just keeps scoring all the time. It's just crazy. A defensive error. And we're able to push past him and just put it into the back of the net. 1-0 to Oman. Through ball. Can Dorbeen get there? He has. And there we go. Yeah, the Thailand keeper overcommitted. And that's another goal for Hosni. 2-0. What can I say? It was just too easy. Through ball. Dorbeen too strong. I was going to turn round and try and get the goalkeeper sent off. But I was like, nah, just sweat it to Hosni. Up to you. To you. Up to you. And oh, what a save. These shots by Oman are just so overpowered. It's actually ridiculous how good this side is. Thailand haven't really done anything too imposing on our net. Just really haven't been that brilliant. Despite the fact that in the first video that we did with Oman, they were scoring goals just like we were. Come on, keep pushing. Cross that in. And what a strike. And the ball into the box was so good. And Mukaihini has scored. Really, really good. Like, this Oman squad is literally unstoppable. Like, if we get to the World Cup on this kind of form, then I see no reason why we can't go deep into the World Cup. Like, okay, we won't be able to beat teams like Spain or Italy, like, straight up. But we are just absolutely lights out. I mean, that through ball there, Thailand couldn't pick it up. And we put it wide. I mean, we should have scored. Over the top. Can we get there? Yep. Al Hosni. You want another goal? There we go. That's 4. He's just literally unstoppable. He is the Haaland of Oman. And that is 4-0 against Thailand. It's becoming a little bit too easy with Oman. Well, we'll see what happens against Australia and Saudi Arabia. And that's going to be it. That's a 4-0 victory to Oman. And, yeah, I mean, if Turkmenistan had beaten Saudi Arabia, which I'm fairly sure they did, yeah, what an embarrassing result for Saudi Arabia. So that means we move ahead of Saudi Arabia by 3 points. And, well, I can't see us not qualifying, to be honest. I really can't. Like, I think we've already secured it with 3 games to play. Our next match is away from home against Australia. This is the only fixture where I'm a little bit concerned about, because being away from home, different climate as well, you know, Middle East to Australia is a bit different. So they could come here and win and close the gap on me, but we are like 4 or 5 points clear of Australia. And I think we're like 7 or 8 points clear of Saudi Arabia and Turkmenistan. So, yeah, it's surprising that Saudi Arabia have got the same amount of points as Turkmenistan. Literally. And there's only like, what, 3 games to play? This one and 2 more after that? Oh, no. We let Cahill just do what he wanted there. We got one defender to get him and off the bar, thankfully. That is saved by the bar yet again in this run. Out to you. Cross that back into the box. Not headed. Headed back in. What is going on? Headed back. Got it back to you. That's good. And just wide. Damn it. Half time in a very competitive first half between Oman and Australia. Whoever wins this match, well, I think if Oman win, we've 100% qualified. if Australia win, they've 100% qualified as well, I think. Because I don't think that Turkmenistan, Thailand, or even Saudi Arabia can even catch us up at this point. Australia pressing. Tim Cahill went for an overhead kick from Kennedy, and that is 1-0. That was like lightning quick reactions on that overhead kick. Crazy. Let's just have a look at that again. Obviously, Cahill was twisting and turning, went for the shot, and yeah, overhead kick by Kennedy. Caught it really sweet, and Australia are 1-0 up. Okay, well, not too bad. I mean, we still got a massive cushion if we lose this match. Through ball, Tim Cahill. He's on the ball, crosses it in, and oh, good save by Al Habsi. Oh, couldn't clear it. Good save by Al Habsi. Bresciano's got the rebound. Good save by Al Habsi again, and okay, well, we've lost this one. We've definitely lost. But at the same time, we had to lose eventually. Al Habsi could only do so much when we're under pressure. So we lost against Australia, and it was coming, to be fair. The game just really wanted me to lose, and of course losing against Australia is not that bad. And Australia are the first team as well to stop us from scoring. So congratulations to them. But they're still not top. There's still 2 games remaining though, so they still could pinch it away from me if I, lose against Saudi Arabia or Turkmenistan. So this is your table for the last 2 or 3 matches that we got to play. We got 2, Australia and Saudi Arabia got 3 matches to play. It's going to be interesting to see who will get that playoff position. Oman and Australia have already pretty much wrapped up the qualification, the automatic spots anyway. But Turkmenistan, Thailand and Saudi Arabia are all doing so bad that anybody from those 3 positions could go into the playoff to face someone in Group B who would be, at this point, Iran or Hong Kong or Syria. So, yeah, I mean, it could come down to a playoff between Hong Kong and Turkmenistan. Our 7th match of qualifying is against Saudi Arabia. I'd really like to beat them here. Even though it's not that important, it will help either Thailand or Turkmenistan to try and get that playoff position. And that would be cool. I'd rather those 2 than Saudi Arabia, because obviously Saudi Arabia are the bigger team out of the 3. Through ball, Al Hosni. That better not be offside. Al Hosni. He scored, and that is 1-0 already. Al Hosni back on the score sheet, and that was just too easy. Saudi Arabia, you can tell why they are bottom of the table. Australia are facing Thailand right now, and it's currently 1-0 to Australia. So basically, we are both just padding our leads in this group. If it gets to a stage where Turkmenistan can qualify, I might actually just forfeit the last match just to let Turkmenistan get into the playoffs. I think that'll just be hilarious. Al Hosni charging forward. Could this be another goal for the red hot striker? It is. And that's another one for him. And surely now he'll be getting close to that 20 mark. Surely he's pretty close to it. He's been sensational in this qualifying campaign. Saudi Arabia are now 2-0 down, and what a disastrous campaign they've had in these qualifiers. Like, even Turkmenistan are even above them. Like, it's just wild how it's panned out. To you. Go for the strike, off the post, and oh my god, how did you miss that? That just needed a tap. That is one of the worst misses of the campaign. Saudi Arabia can't even actually get near me. It's quite sad to see how far this team has fallen. And that is another goal. The goalkeeper just couldn't even stop that. He's just given up. And that's going to be it. Saudi Arabia have lost this match, and Oman have qualified for the World Cup. Guaranteed qualification now. They're celebrating like they've done it, and they've been absolutely amazing in this whole campaign. Like, so good. Like, at times they were unstoppable, apart from the Australia match, the second Australia match that is. And yeah, congratulations to Oman. We do technically have one more game, but I'm going to see what position Turkmenistan are in before we either play it or forfeit it. Thailand are now in that position, And well, everybody else has played a few games, so I need to win to ensure that I finish top of the group, because Australia are unbeaten. So I don't mind Thailand being in that position. I'm just hoping that Saudi Arabia lose as well. I think Saudi Arabia have to play Australia and we have to play Turkmenistan. If you look at the statistics as well, 29 goals between these two guys. Al Hosni has got 17. 17. I think that's the highest I've ever had with one player in a qualifying run. I'm fairly sure of it. So that is a record for myself on legendary difficulty. Yeah, pretty good. I know that we had Thailand and you know, Turkmenistan in our group, but most of the goals actually came against Saudi Arabia. So what I'm going to do for this match, I'm going to put Ali Al Habsi up top. I know that's a bit funny to do, but you know, these players, look at the form they're in. I put a Jamie in goal and he's rated a 4 in net, so this should be quite fun. And then we've got Al Habsi up top. I want to get Al Habsi a goal or two, and I think we can with Hosni being so on form. Final match of qualification. If Turkmenistan somehow win here, they will go into that you know, playoff spot, but it all depends on whether or not they can beat me here. I'm not going to give them a free pass since Thailand are now in that position. To you, through ball. Oh. Australia are crushing Saudi Arabia already. 4 minutes in, they're two. Oh my god, that is actually ridiculous. 3-0 in the 6th minute. In the 6th minute, it's 3-0 to Australia. Come on, Al Habsi. Ali Al Habsi, oh, just gets tackled there. Unfortunate. Turkmenistan really do try and fight for... Oh, no. Okay, well, this is bad. A 4-rated keeper, yeah, that's going straight in. Okay, well, we're 1-0 down against Turkmenistan. It doesn't matter, you know, we're just messing around at this point. Al Habsi has got it. He goes down in the box, and that is going to be a penalty. A penalty. Al Habsi dives in the box, and that is a penalty. It was the lightest penalty in the world. And, no, you're not taking it. Al Habsi is taking it. Right, let's see what we can do. It's in the yellow, but it should be fine. And off the bar! No! And, oh, good save. They're defending really well here, Turkmenistan. Like, I know I've got Al Habsi up top, but even Hosni's not going through. It's just weird. Like, Turkmenistan have been really good in this match, despite me messing around. Like, they've just been super good in, like, defense and everything. And we can't even get past them, even with our informed players. Through ball. And now Turkmenistan are going forward. Australia 4, Saudi Arabia 0. Really embarrassing campaign for Saudi Arabia. Good save from the striker in net. Oh my god, it's just been a really dead performance from Oman. They are already on their holidays by the looks of things. Already at the World Cup. Their minds aren't even in this match. Through ball. Al Habsi couldn't quite do anything, but that's going to be a free kick on the edge of the box, I think, as well. So, a good chance for us to score, potentially. Go on. Oh, it's just deflected in, and that's a goal. Really unlucky for Turkmenistan. And Mukhahini has scored to make it 1-1. Really unlucky. That deflection just made the free kick just bobble into the net. And now Turkmenistan are level with Oman. Oh, Al Habsi. He's got it. He scored! Yes! 90th minute. Al Habsi has scored, and that is it. Brilliant. We got him outfield, and Ali Al Habsi has scored to make it 2-1. We eliminate Turkmenistan. I'm sorry, Turkmenistan. I'm sorry. I had to do it to you. You know, Ali Al Habsi deserved a goal in this match and in this qualifying campaign. And finally, we did it. 2-1 to Oman. And that's going to be it. We beat Turkmenistan 2-1, which means that Thailand will probably go into the playoffs now. But Oman have qualified automatically for the World Cup. So let's go and see what the draw looks like. So we're at the draw for the World Cup. So let's see who goes through. So obviously you got your basic teams, you know, South Africa, in Group B, Brazil, C, Portugal, D, Italy, E, Spain, F, Germany, G, Argentina, and H, France. Okay, so pot 2, we have some new faces. I can see some new faces. Greece going to Group A. In Group B, it is Denmark. In Group C, Latvia. In Group D, Georgia. In Group E, Slovakia. Group F, we have Norway. And in Group G, we have England in with Argentina. And Russia will go into Group H with France. In pot 3, we have Trinidad and Tobago going in Group A. Group B, we will have Japan. In Group C, we'll have Iran. In Group D, we have Oman. So we're in a group with Italy and Georgia so far. In Group E, we have El Salvador. So a good mixture of teams. Group F, Qatar. And in Group G, we'll have USA. And in Group H, Australia. Let's find out the last pot. And hopefully there's some good teams in there. Okay, so Algeria go into Group A. Group B will have Angola. Group C, Peru. And Group D will have Chile. Okay, so our group is Italy, Chile, Oman, and Georgia. Paraguay go into Group E alongside Spain. Mali go into Group F. Group G will have Zambia, and in Group H we'll have Tunisia. Georgia actually qualified via the playoffs by the looks of things. They came second in that group, and then if I want to go to results and go to the qualifiers, we will see that Georgia actually beat Holland. By the looks of things, they probably beat them on penalties, or the away goal rule actually. Is that count? I'm not sure, but that's awesome that they beat Holland. So anyway, this has been your second part of your Oman qualifying run, and we're here at the World Cup. Tune in next time for the actual World Cup run, where we're in the World Cup obviously. If you did enjoy this run, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it loco as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.